to give you the best view we can. And it looks like it's right about there. All right, we've got to just, sorry, this is going to be a little annoying. Hope that's just me here. Okay. For some reason, you get to see half of what I'm wearing, which is sort of silly. Oh, hey, wait, look, another part of this thing moves. Oh my goodness, people, I'm learning more every time I'm on. All right, I don't feel like you're seeing anything on the desk, though. Don't you look at me. Howdy, Susie. How you doing, Susie? All right, Susie, this is my 15th. No, I'm not kidding you. Probably my 7th or 8th. Woo, sorry, guys. Camera stand, and I'm liking it so far best of all of the ones I have and have had. But I just want to make sure. Hey, Christy MV. Christy MV, you are such a faithful friend. Okay, now, let's see. I put Do Not Disturb on, and I'm still getting messages. I don't understand. I don't get it. I like when they used to have the old thing on Apple where you just did the, see, look. You know what it is? It's a nice big, put this over here for now. It's a nice big wide view, though. Like, you really get the whole desk here. This is the whole desk, so that part is really nice. All right, let me get over here in the old iPad and see. Here we are, if we can find me. How are you ladies doing today? I wanted to get on what day? Tuesday. I plan on coming on Tuesdays, but was it Tuesday? I don't know. Let me look. What day is it? I have it written down. Definitely not Wednesday. There's a billion people on Wednesday. It's going to be Saturday, Thursday, and Tuesday. Yes, 12 o'clock on, no, yes, Tuesday. 12 noon on Tuesday, and I didn't get on because I fell asleep. And I must have been tired. All right, it's going to drive me nuts here. I must have been tired from the vacation that we took, which was lovely, by the way. I have some photos I could show you. Okay. Oh, see, it looks so different, though, right? When you're looking at the like what you guys are looking. Oh, how about it? Susie said you got to have a college degree to work the phone. Yeah, the four-year-old grandson can do it. I know it, girl. I'm going to be on Tuesdays at noon, Thursdays at 12:30, and Saturdays at 2:30. I tried to find this. I have a list, and I will eventually put it up on my posts of all the times of the people that I know who are, hola, who are streaming. And I will get it up there for you at some point, probably this week. I have it right over here. I have it on a pink guest check. But I had never had Susie, this is my first time having a schedule in the many, many years I've been doing this. So I have a couple of old journals I'm going to flip through to see if I want to keep them, deconstruct them, or toss them. All right. And also I like to look through them for inspiration. But before we do that, we're going to do this, the daily promises from God. Oh my gosh, I love going through stuff. Look at this, people. I did say 2:30 on Saturday, Susie. Sorry if I'm going too fast, and I appreciate you asking me again. I found this really old bookmark. This thing is 20 years old that I got at a conference when I was teaching long time ago. All right, so it says here, we're going to do, let's see. Okay, we're going to do John 16:15. All that belongs to the Father is mine. Look at that beautiful picture. I may have to just take some of these out and put them in Happy Mails and in my own journals. I might do that. All right, the way I'm remembering to do this is putting it up here. It's a 365 days of encouragement and strength. All right, and these are just two little journals that were sitting up on my clear acrylic shelves. And Susie, listen, I'm in my right mind. When I have bipolar disorder, and bipolar 1, it's very different than bipolar 2. And when I'm in a manic state, Lord have mercy. Oh my gosh, I talk so fast. That's one of the biggest signs that I'm getting nutty. All right, so this one is just give yourself some comfort and joy. And you know what I did with this that I love? Look down here. I wrote on here that it was made by Jean Peter, the artist, and Mary Kuehl. Has anyone seen Mary Kuehl around? I don't know what happened with her. I hope she's doing well. Mary Kuehl, she's a sweetheart of an artist herself, gifted it to me. I think it was from when we were over at Defy. So this is just a little fun. This one, I want to find this stuff. Maybe it was a gift. I don't know, but this stuff is so cool. That's right. You're right, Ami. Not in a long time did I have that problem. Nope, I take medication for it, and I have Jesus. So we're good. Oh, speaking of things that are good, I had homemade peach ice cream over the weekend when we were away. It was so good. And a lot of the stuff I think I used from Happy Mail. You know, and this is just like a little glue book, essentially. I just think this might be one of my first glue books that is mostly just glued down. Because Jean Peter made all the, she made all the backgrounds, right? And again, I love that. So yeah, I think I'm going to keep this one. You know where these are from? Does anybody remember a couple years ago somebody had put up a video? You make clusters on a page in a book, like you already have the book and you make the cluster, and then when you want it, you just go in and cut one out. I have one of those and I want to find it. It's around here somewhere. Craftiness is happiness. This is from Alicia. She wrote my whole name out. She is full of life. Yeah, I love these. Oh, they're so cool. I had a bunch of those. I think I gave them all away. But I love all these dimensional pastes I was using some the other day. I forgot how much fun they are. Once you get some of that stuff out. And then there's a card in there. I think it's just it's just like a playing card. And this is the hydrogen atom. That's a delight. And that's it. So I'm keeping that one. I really like it. It's small and it's fun. This one I made out of an envelope, and it says, abide. I make choices that lead to peace. And it's just two pages. This is it. This is it. It's just, okay, let me write it down, but I do think I've heard of it before. Let me write it down right here. Speaking of praying, everybody please send a prayer for Lisa at My Eclectic Life on the 11th. She's having a surgery on her hips. Teresa Church on August 5th. It's supposed to be August 5th, and Steph G is recovering from a procedure that she had yesterday. She says, pray that, speak that, most of all, believe it. I will add you to, oh, thank you so much. Susie, I appreciate that. Dang, girl, you are too good. Well, I believe I'm healed, actually. I believe the Lord has healed me, and he has led me to do the things I need to do. You know, there's things I need to do on my end of the bargain. Not that it's a bargain, but you know what I mean. But I do believe I'm healed. All right, so yeah, this is just really, and this is one of my favorite poems. I Sing the Body Electric by Walt Whitman. If you've never read it, you might want to check it out. So I'm going to keep that one. So far, I've gotten rid of nothing. This is from October. Okay, look what I wrote. August 2022, and then I must have had a rough time in September, and I came back to doing it in October. I just wrote October and September. So actually, no, August, September, and October. So this is what I've been doing with these daily journals. They used to be just daily. That's right. And Susie said, amen. Keep your eyes on Jesus, not the circumstances. Amen. You are speaking it, girl. You are speaking it. 100%. Couldn't agree more. And then this, is this a ticket? What is this? No, it's on there. Yeah, this is just a flippy. Oh, this is from Janet Nash, August 1st, 2022. Dearest Laura, Barbara popped your name, and she means pot pie, in the drawing, sending you tons of love. Oh, and I was struggling a little bit right there at that time still, so I want to, that's what Happy Mail is all about, people, right there. And then, this must have been what was in the drawing, because I know that's Janet's work, right? And, hello. Art washes away the dust of everyday life. Pablo Picasso. Amen to that. Yes, sir, Pablo. I agree. This is definitely Safia, made by Janet. And here we have, I'll see if I can read it upside down. It is more blessed to give than to receive. You know what? This is pretty minimalist for me. I'd used a lot of the Amazon paper. This is definitely the most minimalist journal. Okay, and then I turn minimalist, and then I turn the page to this. But this one was made by Alicia. Yep, and she was so funny. I would give her something, and like I gave her that stamp, she would use it and send it back in the Happy Mail. And this one just says, the Lord's work. A time to remember. I remember making this page. Very fun. I think I did watercolors, and then these are all dimensional things. Oh, I love the feeling. I don't know what the sound is like, but the feeling is really cool. It's on music paper there. Self-care, and it says, it is important for me to remember that journaling and art journaling in particular are part of my personal self-care. See, I love past me. Hey, Ange, past Laura of, what is it, 3 years ago, wrote this, and now future Laura, who is now present Laura, gets to read it. These were made by my daughter when she was little. Okay, this is a definite keeper. And I can't read it upside down. Are you so foolish after beginning by means of the Spirit? Are you now trying to finish by means of the flesh? Galatians 3:3. Woo! Lord knows I needed to hear that. You can't start something in the Spirit and finish it in the flesh. There it is. Life itself is the most wonderful fairy tale. Yeah, Ange, how was your nap? And Susie, I couldn't agree more. Susie said, we are made in the likeness of God, and he is the, all caps, creator. We're created to create. We sure are. And, you know, we can decide what and how we want to create. This one was Sunday, August 21st, 2022. I like this one. What is it? Oh, Cole chose the materials. I played this spread here. I asked Cole to pick out 5 things or whatever, however many things for me to use. And he chose, he went around and picked out like this, that, at least, and that stencil. He walked around the room and picked them out. We should do that again, have him pick out stuff for me. He would do it. And then these are all from a printable. New Life in Christ. Be a voice, not an echo. Whoop, whoop. And this page in the background, I believe, is also from Janet Nash. It's gorgeous. Look at that. Just look at that. I could have sworn. Oh, you didn't get your nap? Oh, Angie, that, you know what? When I don't get a nap, I get cranky. Romeo's tired right now. He's a little bit cranky. And I didn't forget me. I put this here to remind me. I'm going to show you guys Romeo's. That's not his picture. That's a cluster that's reminding me. Hey, Barb, in this, look, Barb, in this very journal that I'm flipping through from 2022 is you popped my name into Janet Nash's. Where did it go, people? Yeah, you popped my name into Janet's box of goodies and for the giveaway, and she sent this to me, and she wrote me a note, and it said, Barb sent you that. Where's the note? Where's the note? Well, it's in here, I promise. I'm not lying. The girls are here. They'll tell you I'm being honest. It's right here. No, it's not. Well, it's in there. Hey, Darlene McJanet's back. Woo! Yep. All right, we were here. And let's see. This one says, going to shop for some back-to-school items for Cole and additional yarn for the blankets I am making for Kay and Cole. They are my first crochet projects. I find crochet relaxing. Well, guess what, people? I did finish one of the, yeah, and Barb, it was such a gift. I was going through it a little bit still in 2022, and getting that in the mail meant so much to me. It meant so much. But the crochet, I did finish the blanket for Cole, but my daughter didn't like the colors I picked, so I was going to make it for my mother, and then the problem is I started it, and then I like to crochet in the winter. Usually, this is in August, but usually if I'm going to crochet, I only know like 1 stitch, guys. Okay, we got to get honest on that. Need to do this. Oh, I like this tag. That is nice. And this is from India. This came in a Safia package. It says, enjoy the journey. This is so weird how I remember these things. Hey, Lori. It's my girl, Lori. This paper came in a kit that I got from Lizzie Brewer many years ago. Don't ask me why I remember. It says, mistakes are proof that you're trying. That's the truth. This is a little sparrow. So, oh, this was some sparkling water. This is kind of a random page. So funny to look back. I'm like, what was I thinking? I don't know. I was thinking of just just get in there and glue stuff on, you know. And then this one I wrote a little bit. Oh, I had my oral surgery for my dental implants at 3 p.m. August 31st, 2022. And that was a long walk to getting that done. Take the scenic route. I really like this page. I am liking my own art. Gosh, it's a pansy. We all know I love pansies. I made this a million years ago. I made this little paper clip, but it's not hidden. So I want to make the hidden ones. I've never made them. And I found a lady who showed me how to do it again. It says, I am the, oh, yes, Exodus 15:26. I am the Lord who heals you. Amen. This is just a little piece of Dream Big. Yes, yes. I hope I'm not missing any, but I got Darlene there. Yeah, okay, we're good. And look, guys, there's a few pages left, but one thing I have learned is that I can be okay like a shepherd leads us. Oof, I don't know who made this. It wasn't me, and it's really pretty. This bag came from Alicia, though. Old me thought I had to finish up all these pages, but new me decides that it's okay to just let it be. I can let it be. I'm definitely keeping this one. Getting that off of there, though. And I think Janet Nash, actually, this was on her Happy Mail, I think. Not 100% sure. All right, let's see what we got. I even made myself a little list so I wouldn't forget what I was doing. So you can thank me. Now, anybody who doesn't know, I got to meet Painty Girl Lori in person, and she is as beautiful inside and out, people, as she is on her stream and in the chat box. She's a sincere, regular, huggable. Oh my God, I could have squeezed her all day long. I could have kept her there all day long. Her husband finally called and was like, you know, let's go. It was like over 2 hours. But I had the best time meeting her and chatting, getting to know her about her world and telling her something about my world. And I know we'll do it again. I just know we'll do a repeat on that. Oh, Lori, you make awesome hidden paper clips. You want to do me a tutorial on your next live? You know what, Susie? They kick you off. Oh, you're dog sitting. Who's she dog sitting for? God bless you. My dog sitter turned out to be great, by the way. She came and my dogs didn't go to the bathroom. I think there was one little tiny little poopy like that Romeo found like behind a table that she might not have seen, but they didn't go to the bathroom. They played. They had a great time. All right, the next thing I'm going to do is just show you my Painty Paper organization, and then I'm going to give you my rundown. We're going to do a stamp flow journal, but before we do the stamp flow journal, which I'm sure somebody else came up with that idea, but for once, I didn't watch a video. This idea came to me as I was organizing my stamps. I didn't get it from a video, so I can't refer you to a video, but you can watch me. It's real. If I'm doing it, it's real simple. We don't live very close. Lori, I didn't know Lori was as far as, she drove like an hour and a half to come to me. I literally drove 5 minutes. So next time, if I go see her next summer or even before that, and if I meet her, I would meet her where she doesn't have to drive that far. But she was gracious enough to do so. And it was so worth it. I had such a good time. And she gave me a beautiful gift, which, oh man, I had the bag in the car because I was showing my mom. Dang, I knew I forgot something. Okay, let me write this down. On what day is it? We went to eat with my mom because okay, so my stepdad is out in Knoebels, which is an amusement park campground. And, all right, let me write Saturday. For my Saturday stream, I'm going to show them. She gave me this beautiful journal, you guys. Oh my gosh, people, you wouldn't believe. All right, let me just put that. I knew I was forgetting something. I couldn't put my finger on it. And she also graciously gave a bag of goodies for the place up here where we can donate. It's an art studio where they do pay what you can and you can donate to it and all that kind of stuff. And she's got me on the kick of trying to do, yes, that would be good, Susie. And the other thing is Candy also lives in New Jersey. So I'm going to try to hook up with her. And we could even do an all Jersey thing. I know Xander's in Jersey too. All right, so here's what I'm keeping my Painty Papers in. I tried putting a little label on it, but it didn't stick to it because this is plastic. So that's not true, Angie. Don't say we won't get to meet Angie. Please, girl, are you kidding me? I'm telling you, it's on my list. You're on my list. You are on my list for me to get to like Nashville or something close. So never say never, Ange. So I organize them like this. How is Candy? I think about her a lot. These are ones that I need to add stencils to. Okay, so they still need to do paint on this. These I just need to add stamps to. So I'm actually going to put these aside because while we're doing the stamp journal thing, we can use some of the stamps. And these, oh wait, we got 2 of them here. Hold up, what's going on? So this is all going to be collage fodder. You know what I mean? Not the mudder, but the fodder. These are for adding doodles or dimensional pastes and things if I choose. And because like this one has the dimensional paste and it has glitter and I really like it. And this one, these are ready to tear up. So that's how I organize them. And now what I'm gonna do is show you this thing I'm making currently. Where'd it go? I had everything organized. Well, I'm gonna be on my own nerves right now. I am gonna be on. She's still not feeling good. She hasn't started packing? Oh, poor thing. Here it is. Okay, so many moons ago, like 2017, 18, that kind of moons ago, Rosemary Morris of the Rusty Peacock had a Facebook group. Me too, Ange, me too. I wish I could help her. She had a Facebook group, and it was a flow specifically for swapping flow journals. And I did them with people all over the world, really and truly. It was so much fun. And one of the women sent me this flow journal, and it was in this awesome cover. And I just, as I'm, you know, destashing and decluttering and all that, I didn't want to get rid of it. So what I did was I took out what I'm going to keep. I had used almost all the stuff that was in here also. And I saved a few pieces, not all of this. See, yeah, like this isn't from there. So like this piece is from there. This is an envelope that I cut up that's from there. This is Rosemary Morris's, from one of her kits of Eco Dye. But the rest of these are from, and this one, no, this one's not. This is a telephone book page that I have in my stash. So I'm going to use these, ready? Because I am going through my stamps. People, I have an obscene amount of stamps, and I'm going through and decluttering them. And the first step is to decide which, okay, I literally went through, let me show you, while I was watching Lori this morning, I went through this basket, and all I got rid of were these two stamps. So these are going to get donated. That's my only thing I have for donate so far. So far. What I decided to do as I was doing it, I didn't want to get rid of this cover. I decided to make this a stamp flowish. So I'm going to have all my stamps on different papers. This I did on a white of a napkin back. Yeah, what do you, no, this is all I got, girl. Sorry. I don't think so. I mean, I could try, but I think if I come forward, it doesn't, like, watch, it doesn't, the problem is it doesn't go down anymore than that. That's it. Like, that's as far down as it goes. Is that better? Is that better? As that's about the best I got. Uh-oh, Lola's getting in trouble downstairs. I know you do. Nothing's gonna happen to her, and she's okay. She knows how to take care of herself. Give herself credit for that. Give her some credit for that, right? Yeah, let me see if that works better, because it's this piece, like, that should be able to move, and it's a new stand if you can't tell, Susie. I think that's better. I got this over here. All right, these are gonna get kept, so we're just gonna put them there for now. Let me see. I think we're good. Well, I think that's about as good as we're gonna get otherwise. Okay, so I am making this into like a flow journal, but just for my stamps. Okay, and so like, what's interesting is I think this is upside down. Right off the bat, I'm upside down. That's all right, we'll just fix it. So I took this piece of lace. It's hard to see the bottom, she said. The bottom of the book? I think we're there. I think you can see the bottom. I'll hold it up if there's something you really, if there's something you really want to see, I'll hold it up. Mostly, Susie, people come for my mouth, for my yapping. So this is from Selena at Amore Fabriques. And, oh wait, that is not upside down. Hold on. Wait. See, the problem is I get screwed up when I use my phone, and it's just not a professional setup, and I'm not a professional. All right, there we go. This is the front. Okay. So, that's it. So I stamped out. I like to try to do this for you guys. This is from the Flow Journal the girl made. It has pockets, and then what I can do is, like the Flow style, I can pull this out, or I can cut it and just take the piece, put one in Happy Mail. But I also have, in addition to being able to use these, cut them out, whatever, I additionally can have a more accurate, thanks Barb, a more accurate inventory of what I've got for stamps. And that's where it's at. So that's my idea. That's what we're doing. Let's get some foam. And so I've gone through one basket. Now what's going to happen too is this. I've decided to go with the Shannon Green method that she taught me years and years ago, again, a long time ago, about like if she has one container, if the container fills up, she can't add to the container until she uses what she has. Well, that's going to be the same story with me with stamps. I have 2 of these. I'm probably going to get a third, but I'm only going to let myself have 3. And in them, these stamps, they fit perfectly. And I had originally, it's funny, I bought this for something else. And it was actually, I bought it for, I was going to put like, you know, these things, which Lori, I had these for you and I freaking forgot to bring them. These Nuvo drops. I was going to put those, maybe stickles and stuff in there. But anyway, I'm going to use it for stamps. And that'll be good because being able to see what I have, because Lori and I were talking about that too. Being able to see what you have, you're going to be more apt to use it, right? Actually, thank you, Susie, because this is, I'm looking on my iPad. This is a much better view. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of the Eco Die. And I'm going to get, this is my favorite. I like VersaFine. These are the papers that, these are actually made by Starving Emma. And she hasn't been on in a while, but it's Slovenia she's from. So that's a newspaper from Slovenia. Yeah, you know what? Here's the thing. So good suggestion. Darlene said some people remove the wood from the stamp block to use it and use an acrylic block. Here's the thing. I prefer them on the wood. I find myself, I'm a little bit lazy, I guess, that I don't reach for my acrylic stamps, and I have tons of those too. I'll reach for one of these first because it's already ready to go. I don't have to make that extra step. And so some of the stamps I have, like these, they're very old school. They're 20 years old, Stampin' Up! Stamps from 2005. I love them for painty papers, right? Some stamps you want to use for a card, right? They're all different, you know? But like for these, I love that, you know, and like this Sunshine one, I think I got it at a garage sale, right? And I think this must have been from Starving Emma too, because I did not make that. So these were, so this is what I did. So I'm gonna put those other papers that are over here that need some stamping, we'll stamp on them too. And then those are finished and ready to have the dimensional and the doodling done. All right, so we're adding stamps. This one is a jelly print from Recreations by Brooke. And I did meet Brooke in person. I met Brooke and Erin and Peggy Fitzmaurice and Jean Moran in 2019. It's been a while now. It has been a while. All right, now where's the stamps I brought in to do this? Okay. So I have been doing different things to store my stamps. This is one way I've been storing them in these. You got Happy Mail, Ange? Nice. Oh, hey, Carol. How are you? Just doing making a stamp flow journal for my stamps and for being able to share them. Because the prices of mail have gotten out of control. And I know, so a lot of people can't send big packages, but we could send little packages of things. Now, in here is all the ones like Darlene was just talking about. They're not mounted. And I'm lazy. Darlene, I'll just do that without them. I won't even put it on the acrylic. Okay. But these are a little different. These have their own little things. And I didn't actually ever put the backings on. So I wanted to do that. And then I have another whole set. All right. These I got at a live sale. Oh my gosh. 20-foot desk that's not in sight. Darlene, you have a giant desk like me. Because my desk goes to the right about 3 feet and to the left about 3 feet. So it's probably not 20 feet. It's a little smaller than that, but it's up there. All right, see, look, these are, okay, this one says, you make me smile. All right, we're going to get stuff done, people. We're going to do things together here. I don't know if this will work. Let's see. These are old. Still sticking. All right. It's still sticking. So it's foam on the back here, interestingly. Okay, and I didn't do it evenly, and that's okay. That's okay. So how's everybody doing? Angie said that her nephew, I think, was your great nephew, started school today, which is crazy. It's like every year they go back earlier. I mean, we used to go back after Labor Day. Oh, and I was saying I had peach ice cream I don't generally eat ice cream. Doesn't agree with me. Never has. But I did have some because it's homemade down the shore. It was delicious. I had peach homemade ice cream. That's about the only time I will. I'm going to just trim this ahead of time for myself. It's about the only time. Barb said, I took some Happy Mail to the post office and the clerk was so impressed with how she decorated. You know what? Mine have been saying that for a long time. And you know, when I was working in the spring, I really didn't get a chance to send anything out to anybody. And when I came in the other day to send, I had to mail back my subscription box of my clothes. And she was like, where have you been? I was like, oh, it just, things get busy, you know? All right, this says, oh, happy day. Yeah, that's how we feel when you guys hang out with me. Oh, happy day. I haven't seen my buddy Andrew in 2 weeks. I am so pumped to see him tonight. However, we have some really, really bad flood warnings going on. So I don't know if he and I are going to be able to go do anything. But I did get a message from another lady who works at the homestead where he lives that some of them are planning on going to see Freaky Friday next Friday, maybe when it opens. So I was like, sign me up. So we'll see. I don't know. His activity coordinator has to do that. All right, and this one says, thanks. Okay. These are everyday expressions by Stampin' Up. Oh, trim the excess sticker. Oh, see? Oh, see? I did it right. Oh, so true. I know. I was talking about that this morning at Lori's. Lori's like, how did I look? I'm like, how do I end up with 3? That's one thing I like about this space here. As big as this is, it'll always be this big, and I'll at least have this much because it was made actually for his computer keyboard because Romeo, he handmade this desk. So, you know, and then I stole it. Oh, we're going to go. See, it does need to be trimmed. Geez, people. No kidding. It said it needs to be trimmed. So what I've been doing it for going to Andrew's, though, not usually on Thursday nights because I come home, but Friday nights I stay over. And he takes a long time to go to sleep sometimes. His brain has to just really cool down. If you don't know, my friend Andrew has developmental disabilities, one of which they say is autism. Not real sure, but whatever. It doesn't matter to me. He's just the coolest dude I know. And we work together just technically on Fridays, but there's always extra times that they need somebody to chill with Andrew, and I'm always up for it if I can make it fit my schedule. And so I had wanted to take him. I was thinking of taking him to the movies, actually, but now that we're maybe going to go next week, we probably won't do that anyway. But I know my man's going to want to go to, he loves him some Cracker Barrel, okay? He loves Cracker Barrel. All right, so we're going to get rid of this. I don't need this. Try to get rid of some of the plasticky stuff I don't need. All right, this is where it says, uh-oh. Let's see. And Darlene, where do you live? I've probably asked you this before. And Susie, where are you at? I don't know where you ladies are. Where be you residing, my friends? And I hope Mary's having a good time, guys, huh? Did you guys see a couple of videos by Mary? Oh, I've made my soul smile to see our dear friend Mary on a vacation, enjoying family time, enjoying vacation, enjoying nature, and also enjoying her crafts. And she reminded me that what I've been doing for Andrews is when I go up there and I have extra time, like if he's going to bed or something, instead of watching TV or something, I will go ahead, or maybe while watching something, I will go ahead and I have a whole bag of just magazines to fussy cut because I made a list of everything I'm going to de-stash. Not everything, not exhaustive. I made a list of some of the things I'm starting to de-stash or declutter. I like declutter better because I don't want anybody touching my stash, even if it's me. Oh, she's another Canadian. Nice, Darlene. Woo woo. Okay, so my list is like this: stamps, magazines, fabric, pens, scrapbook paper, stickers, books, fibers, and yarn. And I've already started with books. I got a whole bunch of those, okay? Yeah, dude, that's what I'm doing. I'm fussy cutting. And when I'm up at Andrew's, I just brought so much. It's so much fun, right? Now, the only thing I have to ask you guys, though, is does anybody have a home or a plan for their full page magazine images that you love, but it's a whole page? I never know exactly what to do. I was thinking of storing them in the, not in the folders I have, in these. these I got. They're like that. I was thinking of storing the full pages in these. I thought it might be a good idea. Angie told Mary to put her two-piece on and get in the water. Oh my goodness. She said there's a lot of fish in there. I don't blame her. I don't like stuff going around my legs. No ma'am. I went in the ocean for a little bit, but it was a little chilly for me. I'm kind of a wimp. Everybody else was in it a lot more than me, but it's okay. I had wanted to, a couple years ago when I was down there, I had gone down and watched the sunrise. I was up the first day early enough, but I just didn't get it. What did Barb say? It's frustrating cutting, people. Oh, Barb. I enjoy it. I enjoy fussy cutting. I know Ami does too. I find it relaxing. All right, what is this? House. Hugs and kisses. Oh, why am I looking? It's the last dang one. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And it is warm here today, man. I'm telling you, I could feel it. I know I made a video for my Bible study that I'm doing, the fruit of the Spirit, and it was on agape. And I tried to do, I tried to download it, and I edited it. I did the editing in iMovie, and it came out great. I liked it. And I trimmed off 10 minutes of me yakking unnecessarily. No Angie, no two-piece for me either. Lord Almighty, I had two C-sections and a gastric bypass. There will be no bikinis for me. Oh, my short reel. I did one about the birds, and just one showing you guys at the beach that I was there. That the beach was beautiful. It wasn't really about anything. It's just about being there. Yeah, I don't really. Thing is, I don't keep my phone on me. Like work they emailed me and all these things, and I'm like, I'll get back to you when I get back, man. Fish pedicure. Yes, I meant geographically. South Carolina. Okay, South Carolina. Very nice, very nice. All right, let's see. I don't know if I want, no, this is going to be, no, this isn't for cutting out. Never mind. I'm going to do, let's use this one to start. And these are just recycled from an old swap. And I like these. See, I don't want to give these away. Now, it's crazy because I have other ones that say believe and enjoy, but I'm going to have to just go through and see, because I really like these. You made my day, hugs and kisses. You know, I think those are nice. I don't want to really give them away. It's not that I don't want to share things. I'm very happy to share, but I'm not sharing with anybody in particular. You know, if Angie was like, I want that, I would send it to her. But like, it's just sort of like I'm just donating it to you know, and that's okay too. But I don't know, when it has a personal touch, I guess it's, and I mean that with just my craft stuff. My clothes, no problem, man. I de-stash clothes like you wouldn't believe it. Most women wouldn't believe how often I get rid of clothes. I'm a stickler with the clothes. If I don't wear it in a year, it's going to the donation. Even if it has tags on it. Oh, nice, came out nice. All right, so what I've been doing is 2 of each. That way, if I get to the end of this process and I have to, thanks, Darlene. And you know what? They're really, they're old. You know what I mean? Some of the old stuff is the best stuff, in my opinion. And I love to have a stamp on a background that has white, but I also love a black stamp on a background that is decorative, shall we say. Decorative, yes. Yeah, and they come out nice. And I just put the foam underneath, and I learned this from Johnny Junk Journal Shop many years ago. I was going like this, and she said to put the stamp down and go over the stamp. And that was something that I learned when I was streaming on my other channel that the Lord did not see fit for me to continue. All right. Oh, and then what I was doing is this. That's it. Yeah, where is it? I had this was one of the pages from the Flow Journal, and I don't like to clean them. I do have stamp cleaner, but I don't know. Tim Holtz said he never cleans his stamps. And when I heard him say that, I thought, well, I guess I shouldn't clean my stamps, you know? All right, so these 2, I'm going to put these in that same basket because I still have room over here. Good. Okay. And then, there we go. So my daughter's over in Majorca having a flippin' good time. And if you don't know where that is, don't worry. I didn't know either until she told me she was going. It's in Spain. It's an island off of Spain. And it's her best friend's mom's 60th. And she's been, it's funny. Kids are so funny. When she went away last time, she likes to travel, right? So she travels quite a bit with her friends. These are from 1997, it says. 28 years old. Speak of my daughter. That's the year she was born. So she was in Ireland in June. I had to beg her to send me Barb. No, but you know what the thing is? I want to use them because I like them, right? You know, I like them. But if we don't know what we have, how can we use it, right? Or if we got something, if we have something and then we know what we have, if somebody else, it makes you think of somebody else and they're doing a project. I don't own any bee stuff, but if I did, Lori's doing a bee thing right now. I could just pop it in the mail for her. You know what I mean? So she's being a brat. She took forever to send me pictures when she was in Ireland, which, you know, I really cared. But this time I was like, I'm not saying a word. I'm going to do me. And this kid has sent me so many pictures and I didn't ask for a single one. I'm cracking up. I'm like, yeah, see, that's how kids are, you know. Can't tell them to do it, but they'll do it when they want to do it. Headstrong, man. I'm telling you, headstrong. Yes, these look good. These look good. These look good. Okay, this is going here. I really like how they look against the background. All right, so then I do this. Throw this sticker out. Here it is, and we're gonna put. Okay, these are gonna just for a second move over here, and then we're gonna put this in here. Let's do it right here. Okay, and there it is. Next item in there. We are on a roll, people. This is good. I'm getting stuff done today. I love getting stuff done. All right. And the one thing I'm bad about is I'm very bad about putting that. Lori was saying that too. That lid on my ink. Oh, I'm a naughty, naughty person when it comes to that. All right. Let me get the other bucket. This is yet another one. Barb. Thanks, Ange. I appreciate that. All right. I have this little box, which I have to say, I love it and I can't give it up. It has these old doobies in there. Doobies. I have a very inexpensive Temu stamp platform, and I love it. It actually works great. And more foam. I have a bunch more foam. And this is my box. It was from my first iPad, second iPad that I had many years ago, and I decorated it. And then in here, so these I'm going to put with, I want to put that with the acrylic stuff. And the acrylics are in, I had them out on my bed last night because I was doing the whole there. These are inks, just random inks. One is a tiny VersaFine. This archival, I want to test it out and see if it even works. Okay, and then also I want to see if this Anna Griffith works because that's old and I got it at a thrift store. Then I have these, which are for, you know what? What's that? What's that thing we do? Embossing. So I think I might just end up putting all my embossing, because I have an embossing pen and stuff. When I find all that stuff, put that together. I actually get this at Target dollar spot when it was still $1. You know what I mean? Just saying. All right, and so then this is one of my son's old pencil cases. So I wanted to just try those out. I know this one works. We'll put it up here. Okay, we'll do these four. We'll take a commercial break, and I'll show you some pictures from vacation and pictures of my. This is the thing. Oh yeah, Darlene says re-inkers are necessary. Yeah, sometimes you need them. I have probably a couple of them somewhere. Okay, so here's the other. Here's the other set that I have. This is like a lot. So we're going to start small, but we'll finish those and then we'll, oh, you know what? I'm going to add this to there because it's foam. I really don't have a lot of foam stamps, and matter of fact, no, I'm going to put that with the rest of the foam stamps. Yeah. All right. We're going to just finish these and then we'll go to these. And the thing is, some of them might go for the jelly plate, and I want to get that jelly plate out. It's been too long. Thing probably doesn't even work anymore. I might have to get a new one. Actually, that's a great idea. Not nerdy at all. And even if it is nerdy, I like it. Barb said, nerd department. Not only do I put a rubber band around my stamp pad to ensure the lid is on, I also keep my inks in freezer bags. That's a very good idea. Okay, so we need another piece of paper here. Let's see what we want to use. This is the edge of something. I think we could do maybe 2 of these and 2 of those. We'll do those, and then we'll finish up with those on another sheet of paper. All right, we're gonna see if this is still, because it might need to be re-inked, and that's okay. I can get a re-inker. I like the archival too. We can get a re-inker. It's not a problem. But yeah, see, that's gonna need a re-inking, right? Let me just, I don't know, man. Hold the phone, ladies. Let's see what we get. I'm gonna try it over here. Oh, really, Darlene? She said I can condition the gel plate. How much would you recommend? Because the problem, this is pretty good, but I still think we could do, can't you add glycerin to this too? I remember Lindsay saying that. Barb said that you use a few drops of alcohol to somewhat revive your ink pad. Okay, I thought it was glycerin, but alcohol I do have. Okay, thank you. But now I'm interested in what Darlene said about conditioning the gel plate with baby oil. Like, how much would I put on, like a teaspoon, and then just like rub it all over? I'm interested. I'm not gonna make a P. Diddy joke. All right. All right, so we're gonna put this one aside for maybe a re-inking situation, and then let me go through this one real quick, just while I have them out. A little testing. I can't believe this, people. This cost me $1 in the fall of 2017, the year I got my dog. This ink pad is 8 years old. 8 years old. 8 years old. Never re-inked. And look at this. I'm going to actually put it right on here. I am just impressed with it. I'm impressed. Me, I'm not doing it. I could, but I'm not. I'm going to rise. I'm going to go higher than that. I'm going to lift myself up above it. I'm going to lift myself up above it. Oh, wow, looks great. I made a joke like that when I was teaching in the college, just like real quick comment about something. And I forget what it was, and the kids were like, they didn't catch it at first, and then they went back, because they're college kids. They went back, they're like, Laura. I was like, oh, I was just making a joke. Well, I'm human. Okay, so you just rub it on, leave for a while, remove with the baby wipe. Darlene, thank you. I am going to definitely do that, because I haven't used them in a while, and I'm thinking that they might be in the position of needing to be revived. Okay, we're definitely keeping this ink pad. I have ink pad storage over here. All right, we'll put it there. All right, and I didn't do this one yet, and we're going to just go back to what we were doing. Oh, no, we're going to try this. Let's try this. This is pigment free. I don't know. It's hard to tell. The color's hard to tell. Okay, so Susie said alcohol is drying and glycerin extends wet time. Okay. Okay. This is a brown. It's a pigment, I'm sorry, not pigment free, pigment ink pad. And I just want, okay, yeah, this one needs to be re-inked too, or something. Well, I think I got it for 25 cents. I'm going to just file it there. All right, now back on track. Here we go. I need some more baby wipes. I need to order some baby wipes. That's on my list of things to do. Oh, this one, this Enjoy one I'm keeping. But like if I have them all in a big basket and I can't see what I have, you know, it's got to be a displayed situation. That's the thing, because if I took these off the blocks, they get so like how they are in the bag there. They're flat. You can't I can't put them anywhere where I can look at them and see what I have. I mean, I guess you could stamp it out and then, you know, look at that, but I don't know. I just have learned about myself, like if I add extra steps to things, I'm likely not going to do it. Maybe I will if I have a lot of extra energy, but I don't always have extra energy, even though it seems like that might not be true. Okay, so this one's done. We got 2 more. All right. Okay, and then, oh, also, just as an aside, I did put, yeah, I know that, Susie. Distress. Yeah, I'm not. She's saying distress or water-based permanent ink pads can be refreshed with alcohol. Right. The distress. I don't know that you can do that. You got re-inkers for that. And honestly, Susie. I'm more of the person that's not gonna. I mean, if it's something simple like alcohol, I'll do it. But if it's gonna cost, it's gonna take me more time. It's worth my money. So I made I kept these pockets in here so that I could put the ones that are just little. Like that. I'm feeling very happy with this little project. Very happy. All right, and then we've got, we'll just do, oh yeah, this is an envelope that I chopped up. I used something else. Oh wait, here it is. Yes, I saved this part, and then I just took the rest of the envelope and chopped it up. And then these could go, okay, let me see. This one I don't think I'll keep. I think I'm only going to keep this one. Just the white right there, for sure. So, okay, so Ami said she did unmount all of hers and put them on the plastic things in the clear envelope, and it took days. Hey, Juju! This is not paper, Angie. This is foam, and it's orange. Clear envelopes. I think I know what you mean, too. Like the clear envelopes like that one I was showing before, but maybe smaller. I think I know what you mean. Yeah, it took days, right? Yeah, exactly. I'd rather just throw them up on the... but I want to be able to, like, when I look from here to there, right, I'm going to plan on putting the little, the stamp shelves right here, 1 and 2, probably just 2. And then I'll be able to, while I'm talking, and I can look up, you know? I always have to plan around talking. So Juju and Ginger Cat are some late nighters, people. I got up last night to go to the ladies' room and get my dog off the couch because she's being a brat. And she wants to sleep on the couch pillows. And I was looking at the time, and I saw them live on YouTube over at Ginger Cat, man. I was like, you people are crazy. I just went into the chat, and I was about to say something, and I said, you know what? I have to go to sleep. I have to try to go back to sleep. So I didn't get to say hello, but I love that there's a late night crafty crew out there for those people who maybe get a little, yeah, you did them by category. See, Ami did hers by category. That's the other part, Ami. I don't know what I'm going to... category, I haven't gotten that far yet, but I did think about it. So, like, for instance, I guess I could do sentiments as a category, right? With just these, right? And then there's the sets of acrylic stamps that I have. Not too many, but they come with, they come with, like, a die set or an embossing folder. Just a couple I have like that. Oh, Ange, I know, but listen, man, I can only do one thing at a time, Ange. One thing at a time. I'm working on it. I'm working towards it. The thing with the Cricut is there's a learning curve. And you know, they came out with a, oh, thanks, Amy, I appreciate it. Angie, they're out with a Cricut Explorer 4 now. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I just got the other one. It's like, you know, and then they're already out with something new. What did I do with that paper I was stamped? Oh, is it under here? It is. It's under here. It's under here. All right. These are gonna go there, and this is gonna go. Oh wait, no, I need the thanks one. But I'd like to be able to truly, and it's like a joke, but it's not a joke. I want to make a card for somebody quick, and I can't because I don't have all my stuff organized enough so that I know where to find it. And that's silly. I was gonna say stupid, but that's not a nice word. Okay, Juju said they start. I know, Juju. I wish that Angie lived by me because she could teach me more how to use mine. Angie, do you use the design space on your phone, computer? How do you do that? And Ami said, basically unmounted stamps come and slide them in the plastic envelope sleeves. Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, well, any that I've gotten that are unmounted, I haven't mounted them. If they're mounted, it's because I bought them used that way. Or sometimes at Hobby Lobby, they have them that way. Anyway, Juju said that they start at 11 Eastern. I can only go on Eastern time because that's the way my brain works. And then they go over to Ginger Cats. That is so cool. How fun is that? That sounds like fun. That sounds like a lot of fun. Well, Juju, I never used to have... Okay, you're using the app. Okay. I never used to have like when I used to stream before, a couple years back, I never used to have a set time. But what I did was, and you could tell me if I'm right, because I'm about to take a break here and I'm going to show some family pictures. You can tell me if I'm right about the times that I have written down for you, because what I'm doing is I did this in the past and it was really helpful for me. So then I thought it might be helpful for everybody else, and it was. And I know that Mary did ask people to, if they stream, to reply underneath one of her posts. And I wrote that down. So I did use that, but all right, bye. Love you, Ange. Take care, darling. These came out really cool. I mean, look at that. That is a great font. Oof, I love that font. I want to let that dry before I put it on. All right, I have a whole, this is like a messy thing, but where I had you, Juju, was 11 p.m. every night. Am I right about that? And then Saturday, I have you at 8. Is that correct? And that is Eastern time. That's Eastern time. I really only think in Eastern. And does Rebecca come on every day at 11 when she's feeling up to it? I mean, guys, this is all depending on how people are feeling, right? I mean, for crying out loud. Oh, Barb, you guys. Okay, so I got you right. Okay, so I'm good. Because thank you for, if there's any other times or anybody else you want me to add to this, Juju, just let me know. I'm going to type it up and put it on my, I just got Tanya McGuire's time at, and Juju's like, yes, I said yes. But she's more like, yes. I love it. That woman has my favorite accent, people. Oh my God, I went over there. I was like, whew, freaking out. I was freaking out. I love the Southern American woman accent. I know people like Australia. They like British. Mine is the female specific. I like the men too, but female specific. Because I just feel like when they're talking to you, it feels like you're going to get your butt whooped if you don't behave. And I love it. All right, so let me take down my iPad here. I might even plug in my phone. Hold on. I don't know where my phone is at with battery charging situation. Ooh. Oh, God, people, this is a disaster what I have going on. If you could see what the cord situation is just... Oh, my friend who was my best friend Jim was an electrician. May the Lord keep his soul. And holy crime. Oh, now they turned off the do not disturb. No, we don't want anybody disturbing us. We'll leave you on. Sorry, we'll leave you on. There we go. Okay, we are looking for photos now. I'm going to tell you people a couple things. Oh, they're turning it off again. All right, anyway. All right, I want to tell you guys, let me see if I can do this. All right, Susie, I'm sorry, but we may have an issue. Yeah, girl, my sister-in-law is from South Carolina. She's from the Low Country. I don't even know what that means. She seems to think it means something. Girl, she is we don't see eye to eye. The Lord just stopped me. Did you see it? He stopped me. We don't always see eye to eye on things. And so she would tell me to bless my heart. And I thought she was being nice. And then I got on YouTube, like 2 years later, and the people on YouTube taught me, Laura, they said it in the box, Laura, she wasn't saying something nice to you when she told you to bless your heart. I was like, unbelievable. I remember going downstairs with Romeo and being like, and one more thing about that lady. It's his brother's wife. But I've come to peace, honest to God. I have. I think there's different parts of the South that say it different ways. And I think you can say it one way or the other too, I think, as far as I understand. So we went down to vacation with my aunt, who is and I call her aunt, and we say aunt. My aunt, actually I say it both ways, but my aunt Jeannie, who is my godmother, and her husband, he calls himself EB. And so that's my aunt and uncle, right? And then my brother from Ohio with his son. His 2 girls are older and they didn't come. They're working. And then my younger brother who lives in Maine, he has his wife and who survived by the grace of God breast cancer last year, and her 2 little ones who are 7 and just turned 5. And so we convert. And then it was myself, Romeo. I call him Romeo just as an endearment on YouTube, ladies. But years ago when I first started on YouTube, he was still teaching high school. high school math specific, and I didn't want anyone to find me being goofy saying stuff, and somehow I'm use it to embarrass him. Uh, so I just said Romeo for a variety of reasons, but also because it's my favorite Shakespeare play. Anyway, so Romeo, aka John, and my son Cole and myself went down. My daughter did not go. She lives in Philly. She's a nurse, and she is 28. And I'm just saying all this because there's newer people around. You know what I mean? They're new to me. I'm new to them. And I don't like when I jump into some kind of stream and I have no idea what's going on. I don't like to feel confused. So my daughter's right now over in Majorca, which is some island off of Spain, with her other second family. Susie, what does that mean from the Low Country? I don't even know what it means. I don't know. Well, she's different, I can tell you that much, and I'm not going to say anything else because God's putting it on my heart to shut my mouth. So, my little brother's wife, I have to explain all this for a reason, and you'll see. My little brother's wife, they've been together since they were 19. It's the Deep South. I got you. Well, that makes a lot more sense. He's he's a Yankee. John, Romeo's brother's a Yankee. He's from Jersey. So my little brother's wife, they waited till were in their late 30s, early 40s to have their kids. And so once she decided to have kids, my sister-in-law, she has a father and a mother who are both only children. Romeo's the same way. So she has no aunts, no uncles, no cousins. I'm from an Irish Catholic family, people. My father's one of 6, my mother's one of 4, and both of them were considered small families back in the day. I have boatloads of aunts, uncles, and cousins. And, I think for her, getting to marry into a family with lots of family is a really big deal. Fine. She's also got a master's degree from Northeastern in like historical preservation or something. She's very bright, and she's very good at what she does. Okay, so she went on Ancestry.com and she mapped out both sides, my father's and my mother's sides of the family. And then my mother, being my mother, when she was doing that, gave her a huge box of pictures. My mother's 81 from her lifetime, including my grandparents, us as kids, all that. My sister-in-law then utilized them, but then kept them. So I went to their house and I see these beautiful pictures at my brother's house of like all my relatives, my grandmother, who I was really close with, my grandfather, who I was really close with, especially my grandparents in particular, on my mom's side. And I didn't say anything, but it kind of bothered me a little bit, but I just let it go. I let it go. So this summer, we get to the beach, and my aunt, my mom's sister, my mom has 4 sisters. This is my Aunt Jean, who's the second one. Aunt Phoebe passed away. My mom's still alive, and these 2 are still alive, and so it's the second to the last. My Aunt Jean, my godmother, she brought out all the pictures, and my sister-in-law is going nuts and all excited to see all these pictures and hear all these stories and blah 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 blah. It's all good, right? And they do this every year. They talk, but she hadn't brought the pictures before. And next thing I know, I come up and there's this gorgeous picture of my mom as a baby. And of course, my mom was the first child, so there's more pictures of her than of any of the other kids. But that's the way it is with everybody. And she was born in 44, so these are old black and white pictures. And my mom's also, her health is declining, people. It's been declining. She's doing okay, but people ask me, how is she? I'm like, she's all right. I can't say, oh, she's doing great. She's not doing great, but she's not doing as bad. She could be worse, right? Kind of, she's just, it is what it is. And, but so I'm feeling it even more, looking at these pictures of my mom, and then my grandmother, her mom, and specifically my grandfather, who I never met. I had a step-grandfather, but he was the only grandpa I knew. But my grandfather died when he was 46 years old, and she became a widow, my grandmother. And so I come back upstairs I looked at a few pictures, and I come back upstairs, and they had 2 copies of one of the pictures, and I should have brought it in. It's in my room. And my sister-in-law was going to take it home. And you know what, people? I will say, I just got the balls to do it. I said, are you taking that home? And she said, yeah. And I said, oh, okay. I didn't say anything else. And then I think she realized, like, wait, that's Laura's mom. She should have that picture. And I'm not trying to be greedy, but I just felt like I have literally only 1 picture of my mom and none of my grandparents. And I just felt like, come on. So
I went downstairs and I talked to Romeo about it, and I was like trying to like be kind, and I was praying. I went down and I prayed. I was like, Lord, please don't help me. Please help me to not feel envy or jealousy. I'm feeling like those emotions sort of like coming up in me, and I don't want to be competitive, and I don't, help me to communicate in a way that makes sense, whatever. So I just talked to Romeo about it, got it off my chest, and then Cole busted in the room and he's like, what's going on? So then I kind of told him, and Cole got like not angry, but he got like a little like, no, Mom, that's for, no, you have every right to that. And yeah, Darlene said setting boundaries, and which has never been my strength. But I work on it. I do work on it, and the Lord helps me constantly. So when we got home the next, hey, Juju, I love that you have another name. Hi, Juju. Oh, Sissy's so nice to share with you. So I went home, and the next day, Romeo being himself, how he is, he's a problem solver. So that's what he does. And if he can't solve a problem for me or for anybody, but particularly for me, he gets very frustrated. Like it makes him feel upset. So he said, this is the point. Susie, you're reading Romeo's mind. He said, they have those. He said, first of all, and a really great way to look at it, he said, those pictures are going to fade. He's like, the physical pictures, they fade over time because we have tons of them here from his grandparents, and he's 66. And he said, how about if you get them digitized? And then I was like, you're brilliant. I said, you're absolutely brilliant. And he said, there's companies that do it. So my sister-in-law texted me something. Oh, she texted me the Ancestry link so I can get on Ancestry. Because the last couple times I asked her to text me the link, I just didn't get on. And then by the time I got around to it, the link was expired. So when she did that, I wrote her back and I said, hey, John had this idea. What do you think? And she said, it's a fabulous idea. She said she did it herself for I guess someone in her family. She said, but it becomes a full-time job. I said, no, I'm talking about send it out to a service. And then my mom has 3 kids. So then each family can get a copy of it on, digital, right? So that's my long story. Not that you wanted to hear it, but here's the pictures. So let me show you some pictures. First, I'm going to show you a picture that has nothing to do with my mom. This is Romeo. So this got Romeo thinking about his own personal past, right? As it does. And the next day, he sent me a message with this. And I didn't get the message, but I came downstairs and he said, did you get the message I sent you? I said, no. He said, it's a picture of my class. And I think it was 3rd grade. And I said, no, I didn't get it. He goes, see if you can pick me out. I said, man, I'll be able to pick you right out. We've been together over 20 years. There's no way. I went in there. I was like, boom, found him right away. So I don't know, but I'm going to show you the picture. And he is the most handsome one in the entire class. You did, girl. Susie, you read his mind. And he's really brilliant. So that's a huge compliment to you. All right, and I'm going to show you where he is. Are you ready? Here he is. The most handsome guy in the class. Woo woo. How cute is he? Yes. So my mom took all the little camcorder videos and put the same thing. She had them put on CDs. She got 2 copies made. One for me, one for my daughter. Isn't he freaking cute though? Look at him. Oh my God. Yep. Isn't he cute? He's a cutie, right? All right. And then we'll go back. Some of these are sideways and stuff, so I won't do 1,000 of them. But this is my Nani. We call her Nani. This is my mom as a baby with my grandmother was a hottie. I just want you to know. She was a hottie. And that's my mom as a baby. And that's my Nani. And these are pictures of pictures too. 1944, there's my mom. That's the year she was born. Aren't they cute? They're cute. I'm not going to show you. I took a ton, but see if I can find the best ones. I don't know why some of them are... This is my Aunt Barb. Hold on. I'm going to edit this one so I can get it at the right side. Let me just switch it over. No, crop this way. This is my mom's youngest sister. She was a hottie, too. That was in the 70s. Rachel said... Juju said I didn't give Sissy a choice. Girl, I feel you. Spoken like a true mama. And then there's one picture that I kept, and it's in my bedroom. I found she had a picture of my dad and my mom when they were married. All right, take care. So good. Oh, she's making a birthday cake for her 4-year-old grandson. Well, happy birthday to him. God bless grandchildren. And then I think, where is it? like, this is my grandmother as I knew her, right? In the 80s, like, that was probably the 70s, but I knew her in the early 80s. The picture's not great. Man, she has a fashionista, though. I'll tell you now. And a beauty. This is her. That's my nanny. Isn't she a beaut? She's so pretty. She looks like my cousin Martha, who we found out, and my, all right, one more of my grandmother. She's so beautiful. Look at her, and this is like her little society outfit. So cute. And this is not a statement of any kind. It's just, I guess it's a statement, but it's just saying, what I'm saying is not to be having, thanks, Darlene, not to be having a political, this is not a political statement. Let me put it that way. Not a political statement. This is a family statement of a family member. So my aunt who was born in, I guess, the 60s, right? Because she was in high school in the 70s. I don't know. Anyway, my Aunt B, we call her Aunt B, Aunt Barbara. I do too of me. I could look at them all day long. She had 3 daughters, and when I was growing up, I would go up to Massachusetts where she still lives, and I would spend 1 or 2 weeks in the summer with her and her children. The first time I went, my cousin was only, I went in May, actually. My cousin was only, no, I was this June, and my cousin was born May 10th, my cousin Molly, who now lives out in Seattle and is married to a pastor and blah, blah. All right, hold on. Let me just see. Let me get organized. I'm yapping and not paying attention to what I'm doing. Oh, that's what I was doing. Getting in the next batch. Next batch. All right. I'm going to do some more of these stamps. And so she has 3 daughters. Her last daughter is my cousin Martha. Well, she was. And Martha, I'm going to get the smaller ones because they don't do as well in this container. Martha was married. She's in her 30s, like 35. She was married to a really nice man from out there in northwestern part of the country. And I'm just going to lay a whole layer there. Let's see what else we can do. We'll do one of these. And, oh, I got another butterfly. Beep, that one there. And we'll do these. So, all of a sudden, a couple years back, she decided she wouldn't want to be married. She got divorced. And she started living with a woman, which to me is no skin off my back. People, you do you. I'm not here to tell people what to do. Oh, by the way, wait a minute. This piece of tape I saved for you people. It fell off of one of the pictures at my aunt's house. I picked it up real quick while no one was looking. I was like, oh my gosh. She's cute, that little girl. I got her, Juju, I got her at a yard sale. Anyway, here's the thing. So all that to say that my aunt, she's cut my aunt off for 2 years. This is like a new thing these kids do. They do this thing where they go no contact with their families, and it's devastating to a mother. And I can speak from experience because my daughter did it to me for like a month here and there when she was in her early 20s. So just recently, my aunt went out to visit my cousin, her daughter, in Seattle. She lives outside of Seattle. And she had surgery, people. And she no longer has any female stuff on the top of her body. And here's the thing. I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to tell people whatever. But what I'm here to tell you is this kid wants all of us to just accept this just right off the bat because it's what she chose to do, and to start calling her Marty when she was Martha her whole life. And here's my thing. I'm willing to be open-minded. I'm willing to love her no matter what. I love her. But I don't think it's fair, and I know I probably shouldn't get into this because it seems political, but it's not political. This is personal. This is my family. When people talk about things that are, I can't think of the right word that I'm looking for, but they talk about things that are just like hot topics in our culture, cultural phenomena, but it doesn't impact them directly. I want to say, like, just slow your roll. This impacts me directly. This is a cousin of mine who I love and adore, and I'm very scared for because I think personally that, you know, she may live to regret this, really and truly. And then the other thing is, just as shocking to me, yesterday, my brother's here because my stepdad went up to Knoebels, this where he goes for vacation with his kids, and my mom used to go, but it's just too much for her now. And so she said that my stepdad, his granddaughter, who again grew up with my daughter, they're like cousins. My son is a cousin to her. And the thing is, we have to then explain this stuff to our own kids too, and that's the part that's hard. He said same thing. She did the same thing. And I'm like, you know, it's not about whether you have the right to do it or whether I think it's right or wrong. None of that. It's about, I love you, I care about you, I'm concerned for you. And so what can I do? The Lord said, you can pray, Laura. That's what you can do. You can pray. You can pray. So anybody who wants to throw a prayer out there too for my cousin Martha, I would be greatly appreciating it. And Kinsey is my stepsister's daughter. And I'm concerned. And it isn't because I feel political. It's because I love them and I'm concerned. And I ask for prayers for all kinds of things. And yes, that's a perfect way to put it. Darlene said it's just difficult situations for families for sure. But the thing that's beautiful, I will say, for these young ladies, well, you see, I'm not even allowed to say that anymore, young ladies, for these young individuals, is they have very, you know what? I agree with that, Ami. I think their brains are, it shows you, their brains are not developed all the way till like age 26, and then they're still not developed all the way, you know? I just think we're letting kids make decisions about things that they can come to regret. But anyway, I appreciate prayers, and I will say that I love how Darlene put it just so eloquently. You Canadians really know how to put things. You know, it's just a difficult situation. And the thing is, it's not, but these girls are blessed because their families are not like disowning them or any of that stuff. You know, they're loving them unconditionally. But I think that what's a shame is that at least with my cousin Marty, she's not doing the same in reverse. So Marty wants everyone to call him they. It's a they. That's the pronoun. When I say it's, I mean the pronoun. Marty wants everyone to say they, which for someone like me who's a wordsmith and an English major, that is so difficult because it's just grammatically improper. And I got into a big argument with my daughter about it. And she's thinking I'm being anti whatever. I'm like, Kaylee, I'm not anti. I'm telling you, it is simply that my ears don't work that way because I was trained to teach English, and that's not proper English. That's literally all it is. But anyway, Marty wants my cousin Molly, her older sister, to accept her lifestyle, and she will. She didn't know. Here's the thing. She doesn't. Okay, so Molly's married to a Pentecostal pastor. However, they are more than happy to continue to have Marty in their lives, to have her as their aunt to their children. But Marty refuses to be involved with them, and she's missing out on her sister and all her nieces and nephews, simply because they won't agree with what she's doing. And for them, it's just it's this inability for people to, within family systems even, to be allowed to have a different thought, belief system or thought pattern, or, you know. And for those of us who read the Bible, you know, it isn't just like a doctrine. It's the Word of God. And it's not just like a book. It's the Word of God. So, you know, that's got to be a little bit hard for my cousin Ma, you know. Anyway, I just had that on my heart, and I wanted to put it out there. Yeah, Darlene's, oh, damn, Darlene, you're like, are you a therapist? She said, acceptance swings both ways. Exactly. And I just think that's what it is. Darlene, I might have to quote you on that when you're not around. That's exactly what it is. Because the thing is, you can accept a person's having their own choices without feeling like you agree with the choice. And I mean that on a very banal level too. Like, I can accept someone making the choice to buy a different car than I would have bought, right? But that's okay. That's your choice. It's what we're entitled to make choices. God gave us the ability to make choices, you know? So I really want to say this is like new for me here. I know this is not this is definitely not anything earth-shattering, but for me, I don't think I've done stamping on scrapbook paper before, and I'm loving it. Loving it. And it looks good. So the other one is going to be the Eco Die. You know, Barb, I'm going to have to bring up some of those. And I appreciate that people are not making a lot of comments as I'm talking about this, because we all love each other and have different, we have different, you know, ways of viewing the world and everything. And I appreciate that. This is really just about me trying to figure it out for myself about how to be as supportive as I can. Thanks, Darlene. Without also feeling like I have to agree, you know, and that goes to talking about to my daughter mostly too, you know, when she talks about these things, because she wants me to agree with her. And I've just learned that it's not going to happen on certain issues. And that has to do with a lot of different things, but mainly just that she's not walking the path with Jesus yet. Because that's my biggest prayer. That's my biggest prayer. Need to do this. I'm going to make... Can you stop TPing? Whoa, what are we yelling at out there? Huh? We got some kind of heavy game going on next door. He's telling people to stop TPing. What the heck does that mean? I don't know what game he's playing. My son is 15, for those of you who don't know. Yeah, Darlene says you're also allowed to voice your thoughts, and it's healthy to do. So you're so right, Darlene. Dang, girl. I've known a few Darlenes in my day. You're one of the coolest ones. When we were drawing, I was trying to think of, I think Dietrich was her last name. On the road, when we were growing up, there was a girl down the block named Darlene. Her family, her mom, they had like it was really interesting. They had like a chocolate factory where they made chocolate. Well, I don't know, man. I'm thinking, I don't know what's going to happen going to, yes, absolutely. Juju said, in families, especially parents, right? Those of us who are, it's not only a different choice, right? It's a loss of values they raised, and it makes you feel like they're rejecting them. Yeah, and the way that you raised them. Hey, Steph, I just said earlier that we needed to pray for you. How you feeling, girl? It's so challenging. It really, really is. It's just so challenging. Oh, and I mean, honestly, I wasn't raised in a Christian home. I was raised Catholic till they kicked us out of the church. And they don't do that anymore from what I hear. But that was in the 80s. My parents got divorced and they got kicked out. I don't know how that would feel, but I know that my son is being raised in the church and my daughter wasn't, because I wasn't. And then I had her when I was sore. Oh, baby, it's okay. I don't know what you were having done. I'm not asking. That's your personal business. But I'm just telling you, I have been thinking of you and Lisa and Teresa Church, because I have you guys. It's big. I put a little poster there. Yeah, just rest, girl. Rest and rejuvenate. That's what I would say. Rest and rejuvenate. Rachel is Juju, by the way. She had to go steal Sissy's phone. I love it. I love that, Sissy. That's a southern thing too. Okay. These are cool. I like these. These would be neat in the distress colors. I have the distress colors, but I'm not doing those today. We're just doing black. So Steph, I am making a stamp flow journal where I'm stamping out all my stuff, going through, seeing what I want to keep. I've been through so many yet, and I have only found, which is a good sign too, that I don't love. Which means I buy things that I enjoy. Right? And as long as I can figure out a way to store them properly and know what I have, I'm okay keeping them. You know? Ooh, that came out really nice. Make it happen. Make it happen, baby. All right, let's see. Do another one. Oh, I think I'll do another Make It Happen here. Yep. And then, let's see. We'll do... You got this, and I love this. I don't even know what this is. Does anybody know what this looks like? Is that a chicken? Does that look like a chicken to you? I don't know what that is. Nobody ever stamped it before. I'm not sure. Hey, I was just saying about you. Speedy healing to Steph, and you're going in, you're doing your thing on the 5th, right, Miss Teresa? You're doing your thing on the 5th. I'm stomping paper. That's what it is. Paper stomper. Oh, this is cool. I like this one. I always liked this one. Love this. Yes, I do. You know what? We're going to put that one on here 3 times. That is such a cute stamp. You know what I also want to do is make, like, I have drawers. I want to put a drawer together, like a set. I have a set of 3 acrylic drawers that I can put up here with just my favorite little stamps to use, you know. Oh, she's got a sleeping baby. We love you. Let's blow her some kisses. All right, and this is the final one for this round that I pulled out. This little girl is adorable. 1999, people. That's when I graduated college. That's an old stamp. That's an old stamp. She's cute, though. I tell you, this red rubber does not degrade over time the same way some of the acrylic ones can. I learned something new today. You guys taught me that I can use the baby oil, which I don't have any. I'm going to have to go to the store and get some. Baby oil for the gel plate to recondition it. And that's going to be my next stream on Saturday. That's my goal. I'm just speaking it out loud so that I have more of a likelihood of sticking to it. I am going to hopefully... All right, hold on. I want to finish this side out. What is this thing? Let's see what it is. Let's see if we like it. Is it? Oh, it might be a heart in the middle there. Hold on. This might be like a heart on fire. Let's see. I thought it was a chicken. Absolutely. It's the fit. Yep. That's what I've been telling people. Yep. Look, I'm going to show her. I have my prayer list right there. Because let me tell you. I don't know. This looks like a chicken, right? Me, I was thinking it. Yeah. I was thinking, I don't know. I don't have any, but, you know, if I had a hookup. Oh. You know what, people? We have to make jokes about these things because the culture we're in is just not... It is not. That's all I'm going to say. It is not. And thank you for letting me get that stuff off my heart, guys, because I love my cousins and I love my stepsister and her kid. And honestly, I just love them all and I just want the best for them. I'm not judging at all. I'm not judging them. I'm not telling them what to do. I'm not going to not support them. But it is a little hard when you have to do some change-a-roos with your language. And I'm going to do it, but it's hard. All right, nice. And I tell you what, we'll do something with this. Maybe we'll scrape paint over that and go like, normally I do stamps and then I do paint, stamp, doodle. But maybe we'll go another route. We'll see. All right, and we are going to do another daily promise before we go. Get my glasses out. I'm really enjoying this process too. It feels really good. What I noticed too, though, is I used to be able to do just one thing and stay on it, but like my arm and I have a little bit of a carpal tunnel-y kind of a feeling there. So I have to be careful. Like I can't just doodle, I got to take a break and cut, then take a break and paint. I can't do repetitive motions like I did when I was younger. Oh, Teresa. Oh. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's it's a stamp flow book. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. A stamp flow book. Oh, Teresa, I'm sorry. I'll flip through it for you guys. Oh, Teresa, hold on. Let me write that down there. I'm going to just... What'd she say? She's got the praying great grands. Okay. I'm just going to put that on there. I will remember to pray for them. Oh, gosh. I'm so terribly sorry to hear that. That's the devil's work. Okay, we're going to put that on there. So, everybody, please add Teresa and her grandchildren to your prayer list. All right, so we have a little napkin, whatever you call it. And then in this pocket, we have a couple of, should have a couple, maybe only, oh, here we go. I didn't put them in yet. See, this is why I'm doing this. We have that one. This one. This one. These. And then these. Oh, we got one more spot to do there. No, we don't. You can't. See, I have to remember that. You can't. They're going to be blank on the other side because, you see, I'm so used to filling everything up. She says 3 of them. Age 19 months, 6 years. Oh, God. Oh, Lordy. Oh, Lord, please, 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 in your sovereignty, please take care of Teresa's family, her children, her grandchildren, her great-grandchildren, everyone who is impacted by this situation. And we ask in Jesus' name, amen. I didn't keep this guy out of the, I could put him in with my Christmas stuff, but I don't, you can use him without Christmas, right? He's winter, right? He's not Christmas, he's winter. All right, and then there's none in that pocket, a little bit back here. That little hedgehog is flipping cute. And that's it. So it's just a little bit done, but I love this cover that this woman made. She basically just took and covered from, like, this part is the actual book. This is washi and this is scrapbook, but she did such a nice job, man. This was really, isn't he cute? I like him. All right, so I'm going to put this right here where I have all the stuff. I'm going to read you guys another Our Daily, and then I'm going to go get ready and go see my man Andrew. I'm afraid to get in the shower because it's thunder and lightning, and our hot water goes by that. It's a hot water heater. I'm afraid I'll get in the cold shower, so we'll see what I'm going to do there. Alrighty, let's see. Out of Psalms 37:7, chapter 37, verse 7. These are from the King James Version of the Bible, the KJV. This is the word of the Lord. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently. See if I can read it upside down for Teresa. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. All right, I got to read it again because I couldn't really see it. Read it that way. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. Okay, amen, amen, amen. That's right. The Lord is telling us, be patient, wait for him, and do not get yourself all worked up about wicked people who prosper and bring things to pass. He said it was backwards anyway. I tried to fix that too. I'm over it, people. I am over it. Thank you, Juju, for telling Teresa we said a prayer. Yeah, we need to pray, and that'll be good. Andrew, you know what? I believe Andrew has very powerful prayers. He's my best friend with developmental disabilities, and I believe he has very powerful prayers. And I love the way he prays. He starts out like this: Dear Jesus. I'm like, man, you go right to the source. He goes, Dear Jesus. Okay. Rachel, it is, yeah, she can look it up even. Now, I'm calling you Rachel. Juju, great idea. It is Psalms 37:7. And I don't know what version of the Bible you guys prefer, but I'll tell you what, I got all kinds of nerdy today and did a word study. No, began a word study in the word, oh my Lord, come on now. What was the word? Resist. And it's very interesting. Thank you. You girls are the best. All right, ladies, love you. Hoping to see you. I probably won't make it to Beth's because I'll be working, but I'll be sure to catch you. Tomorrow's Friday. Let me check. Let's see what we got. Friday is, I think you're talking, Bima is on, but I'm not sure what. No, she's on at 1. Hold on. 7, 8. Mary's not on. Becky and Gigi come on at some point, not sure when. Carol's on at 10 a.m. Jacqueline's, and then, so I might see you at Carol's. Jacqueline's on at 4. Mary probably not on again because she's away. Bima's Crafty Corner is on at 1. So what I see here, it is Becca and Gigi. Not sure if they're still working together there on Fridays. Keep subscribe to Becca's channel and you'll know that's that. And then Carol My Quiet Corner is at 10 a.m. and Bima's Crafty Corner is at 1 p.m. And I will see you. Oh, and then you got Juju at 11 p.m. tonight and 11 p.m. tomorrow night, because she's that kind of lady. And then we will be back over here on this channel again on Saturday at 2:30 p.m. Oh, Teresa, you're the treasure. I love you. Let me just tell Teresa how much I love her. I adore her. She's stuck with me through everything. I have so much faith that she's so faithful. The Lord is watching over those babies, and that's why they're even there, right? They're even there because the Lord was already watching over them, right? All right, you guys, you hang tight. This time I'll know that my last time I went live, I was over here trying to turn the live off on my iPad when I'm using my phone, and genius. I love you all. Be well.